Am I? Why am I live for? Grandma got ran over by. Did I say Trip Smith was in here? What up, Trip? No. I have a couple guests joining in. They're running a little bit. No video. No video? I can see video. Can you guys hear my baby? What's up, everybody? Yeah, just hanging out. I didn't make a vlog video that I promised everybody I'm going to do Wednesday nights. So I didn't make one. So I was going to get on here and just hang out and say what's up to everybody. I got my chat over here on this screen, and then my camera's here. So if I'm looking back and forth, you'll know why. I look like I'm getting a little bit of a delay. So if you guys say you can hear me and see me, I'm looking at the chat right now. What we got on the chat? I'll type it in. Fix them two goobers. You might hear some baby noise because baby got her shots today, so she's really fussy. Video's fine. All right, nope. All right, perfect, awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to hang out and see what's up with everybody, all my friends, fans, family. I don't know. Just wanted to hang out and chat, and this is the way to do it. And trying to get Devin and AJ on here. And they're supposed to join in. We're just gonna hang out and talk about fishing. You guys got any questions? Anything? No. Travel and fishermen's having issues. No audio, no video, or video. Maybe try to refresh your browser. I'm not sure. It looks like it's okay for mine. So we'll try to fix the video while it goes. We got a little bit of downtime until they join in. So hanging with you guys. When are we coming south? It's a good question. I don't know. Probably July again. I don't know. I got a little bit of cold too starting up, so I'm trying to keep my distance a little bit from the baby. That call is a little cold for the Snooky Snook. They probably moved out into the deep water. I did put AJ's and Devin's link in the description. Hopefully they're joining. They said they're joining. We were just chatting on here a little bit ago, so hope they're getting on. See what's up with you guys. What's going on? Fall fishing lately has been a bummer. Work's been off and on, so it's hard to get out. That's why I'm doing the video tonight, because I didn't get a video for tonight. So I figured I'd do a live hangout with everybody. And I want to just talk about whatever we want to talk about. I did the past couple of weeks start a cool t-shirt store that I'm wanting to donate for obvious reasons. I want to donate to charities and stuff, because a lot of stuff happening throughout my life and my friends and family and everything, and just felt like I should really start now to do that. I probably should have started a long time ago, but lately I just felt like I needed the urge to start that. And actually talked to Trip about starting that too, and because I was starting it at the same time he was starting his Get Out campaign, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, I know AJ needs to get his little his bald head on here. Traveling fisherman's supposed to be coming up soon. Maybe we can get together and knock out some big fish. It'll be we'll call it Twinsy Day or something. If y'all haven't seen Traveling Fisherman, go over to his YouTube or Facebook and look. A lot of people think we look like, oh, Devin's in.
What up?
What up? We're live. And if you can't see the questions like on your computer, I can read them out to you if anyone has any questions. But I'm just hanging out. Right now we got Trip. If you haven't seen Trip, he used to be selling and such, and now he changed it to Trip Smith. It's a good channel to watch. And the Traveling Fisherman in here, and Garger Fishing and Outdoors, which is my brother-in-law. They're all in here. So,
What's up,
and my
guys?
wife. My wife is in here. She don't count. AJ.
Hooty hoo!
Everyone's been looking for toward that bald head.
Yes, sir. The bald head, the bald dummy.
If y'all need to eat dinner, it's okay to eat while you're on here.
Ah, there we go. Let me change the light around.
Oh, we got Out West with Chris. What's up, Chris? Chris said, I was just talking about how Traveling Fisherman's coming up to Destin soon, and we're gonna fish together, and we're gonna have like a twinsy episode or something. See who can tell the difference or who's who. And Out West with Chris says, you guys do kind of look alike.
Hold on here. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get my feet up so I can see what I'm saying. There we go.
Yeah. Robert's got a big. What's weird is my first name is Robert, so it can be like Robert versus Robert. So it's really weird. But Robert's got a bigger beard than I do. I've been trying to grow it out to catch up to him, so we look the same. What do we got? We don't have much questions. We're just hanging out. Get great lighting, AJ.
It's lighting. Go get my big old umbrella lights and bring them up. Man, I just barely got off work, barely got in the house, and choked something down to eat real quick. And
I still got dirt on my hands from the.
My busted little socks on.
Said, what you drinking, Robert?
What am I drinking?
I guess they said Robert, but me, I'm not drinking anything. I need to be drinking some cough medicine because I've been sick the past day and a half.
You know what?
What's going on, gentlemen? I use the term. Oh, Chris, he's got some jokes tonight. So what's going on, gentlemen? I use the term loosely because AJ is in here. AJ is a very gentle man. I know from experience.
He gone.
So I guess you said you had something going on, Devin. You're gonna probably start a YouTube channel. I don't know if you wanted to talk about it, shout it out, whatever.
Yeah. Nothing formal. Just I was thinking about doing a kind of like this. I was gonna call it Fish Food for Thought Fridays, and basically it's just gonna be a random subject we throw out there. Everybody can engage in the comments. It wasn't gonna be live. It was just gonna be something where I would talk for a little bit, see if it's anything anybody would be interested in, and just kind of go with it and see if I could get engagement. You know, people commenting, just trying to get to know my fan group. I've got a few people that I already speak to on a pretty regular basis that I've just met through through my channel and stuff. So it's cool getting to know the people that follow me. It's pretty sweet. So I don't know. We'll try it out. I'll do a couple. If it works, we'll keep up with it. But if people are like, I don't really care what you have to say, then that series it'll be done.
It really don't matter what people say. Just do what you want to do on your YouTube channel. If you guys don't know Devin, he's Debo's Fishing on YouTube. I got a link in the description so you can click on it, go check him out, subscribe. And I really like his enthusiasm and his like right there. But I love his enthusiasm in his videos, so it keeps me entertained. So check him out, guys. If you need a little pump up for your videos, go check him out. And of course, AJ.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
If you guys like it down and dirty, go check out AJ's videos.
Dude, I'm dang near I haven't abandoned my YouTube. I've just been so freaking busy, and I will admit that I have totally fallen off the wagon as far as my YouTube account goes. My platforms that I run the best off of is Facebook. Always rocking Facebook, but I need to get more active on my YouTube. I really do. But
You know what's cool is, and I can't wait until they get better at it, is Facebook did a creator thing going on now. And that's why I've been uploading a lot of my older videos just to see how many views I can do, see if I do want to switch over in the future, because Facebook seems like it's going to get better. And I think a lot of YouTubers are actually going to move over to Facebook. So if you got Facebook going on, you're going to be ahead of the game.
Facebook was the thing, man, when it dethroned like MySpace back in the day. And then all of a sudden, Facebook turned into like the old farts social media page. And then now it's coming back. It's gaining popularity again. So
yeah.
I'm like, I never left. I'm still here. So
It's all new to me. I'm new to Facebook this year, so.
Really?
Yeah, we're talking. He's not done it before. It's crazy.
And now you're in charge of a Facebook page too, so that's crazy. Like not just your personal one, but a different one. Anyways.
Hey, he's been doing a good job though. Good with engagement. I
gave you a shout out on the KastKing one.
But to let you know, I brought it back from the dead, and then you can have it.
Here we go.
Tripp's got it down, got to hustle. I don't know, for real, if you guys haven't seen Tripp's videos, I watch them when I'm driving to work and stuff, him and 30 miles out. But it's entertaining. He goes out, he has this new segment, he goes out and arrests a random friend or someone, packs their backpack full of survival gear, camping gear, and he doesn't know what's in there, and he goes out and tries to camp with just that overnight.
Wasn't me.
Are you sure?
It was not me. It was Jess.
Trip is crazy. Trip's crazy.
No.
Yeah, but I was telling him before is I put this video up live because I don't have a video to put up tonight, so I'm gonna fulfill my obligations and go live. Why not bring some friends in with it? And whatever you guys got going on, you're free to announce it. Debo's just announced this new level. What's up, AJ?
Shot of hot tea with shot of. I got the whiskey covered for you. At least that, but
yeah, actually, I've been thinking. He said it, and I'm thinking about it because I'm on the edge right now.
Get you some.
I need to clear it up. Green apple. I just drink that straight. I don't even need any hot tea.
Yeah, but how many months old is your baby now?
2 months today, and she got her shots. And Jessica says she's been really fussy right now. She's asleep on Mama's chest, but she said she's been really fussy today.
No, I'm just kidding. Jessica's fussy. So.
Oh, how old is the mama now? No, I was just joking.
Oh, yeah. I can tell you what, she aged a lot in those 2 months. You definitely.
That kid's tough though. Like, she got her shots and whined, and as soon as we picked her up, she shut up. So she's got some tough genes in her. She's gonna be getting fishing hooks through the fingers and just pulling it out and walking away.
Let's hope not.
Like, put some dirt on it. It'll be all right.
So, how many people we got?
Is your arm hanging off? Nah, you'll be fine.
How many people we got watching? I don't know. I haven't even paying attention because I didn't really care tonight.
Have we ever talked about on the air with anybody watching?
We got 8. Have we talked about what?
Toilet talk.
We haven't talked about toilet talk. You want to see what they think? What if it's a good idea?
People.
It's just hard because we got to travel. We're gonna have to travel to do it.
Oh, that would suck. Yeah, especially if we're in the same room. Yeah.
It'd be even better. Like, okay, toilet talk. This is my wife's complete idea. We were at ICAST 2 years ago, and Jessica come up with this idea because me and AJ act a fool in the bathroom and stuff. And
no, we were professional the whole time.
And then every time we talk on the phone, like when you and your buddy or something, we're always in the bathroom on the toilet.
Always happens.
So we come up with this segment called Toilet Talk, where what happens is you put this chair in front of a toilet, right? And then this guy just goes in the bathroom. He doesn't pay the chair any attention. He sits down to use the bathroom. And then you walk in and you sit in that chair, and now he can't go anywhere because he's stuck. And then you interview him. It's going to be the funniest thing. It's got to be the funniest thing. It'd be even funnier if you do it like with public stalls like the pro fisherman or something.
And what would be great too is if you had like random questions that like even the viewers gave you, like you don't even know, like what list of questions you have. Like somebody else prepared the questions for you, and you have no idea who. And they can slip some good ones in there. You know what I mean? Like, oh god.
And then have like fart noises.
This sounds like an episode of Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, I mean it's along similar lines. Yeah.
And then have like a fart noises for like specials. Like this is a special question that has like a fart noise.
This is a build-up question.
It'd be funnier to catch Bill Dance in the stall. I'm
building up.
surprised he'll just like run out. That'd be funny. Travel fisherman's going to Lake Fork. Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of a delay, probably like 5-10 seconds. But travel fisherman going to Lake Fork. Good luck, man. Hope you catch them this cold. These random cold fronts coming through has been killing the fishing. I haven't caught. I went out the other day and nothing.
Hold on, I'm gonna share this feed on my Facebook.
And the bad thing is, I can see it. I can see the big ones swimming around and just lurking around, and they bite anything I throw at them.
I haven't even seen any. It's been down to like the teens here in Iowa. No, it's like we had a warm day, which was like 50. Still nothing.
I think they're feeding up like probably at nighttime or right before nighttime and right before daylight. It's hard to get out of those times for me. I'm lazy. Did I miss a question, Jessica? Where at?
Yeah.
You have a moderator?
Oh, is a mod gonna get us some hype in the chat?
He's got. Yeah, I have a moderator. My wife takes care of me, man. I didn't even finish the whole sentence. I just seen that he's heading to Lake Fork and said good luck. It says he's heading to Lake Fork tomorrow night, all day Friday. Thinking about throwing some big swim baits, and I've never used them before. Thoughts on big lures? To tell you the truth, fall is Texas, Florida. Fall is probably a really good time to throw big swim baits, but you're not going to get a lot of bites. If you do get a bite, it's going to be probably your biggest fish you've ever caught. But if you're not getting a lot of bites and you're getting bored and you want to catch fish, go small, because right now they're probably going to go really small over there at Lake Fork or something. Like
that's what I did this weekend. I ended up catching a decent one this weekend, but I switched it up because I just wasn't getting anything other real action to just a square bill crankbait and beat up the rocks. Remember when you were with me in Roosevelt and we were going to go hit all those rocks at one time? I went over there and just crankbaited the hell out of it with a square bill, and I caught probably about 8 or 9, just really tiny dinks, dude, like that. But they were crazy. What's up, dude? Can you have ice cream? Yeah, go ahead and have some. My son's like, can I have some ice cream?
Sometimes that's dinks is like a good day to me. Sometimes, as long as you get out and do something, and that's why I did that. And that's why my T-shirt thing, I called it "Get Out." Just get out and have fun. Get out and do stuff.
I just like to fish, man. I don't care if I'm catching bluegills or freaking 50-pound catfish, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's fishing, man.
Now we got AJ on here. We just lost a good friend not too long ago, so the prayers out there for his family, guys. J-Dub. He's a good guy. He was part of the Doomsday Tackle crew, and we've known him for a while, and it sucks to lose a friend. So prayers to his family, guys.
Whenever I
just like Debbie Downer the whole conversation in chat, but I had to throw it out there real quick for him.
Yeah, but no, you got to do that shout out, dude. Dude, he was cool, man. Whenever I met him over at ICAST, he was like Mr. Selfie, dude. He was just, I mean, we all are, but he was just so, you could tell he was on cloud 9. He was so excited to be there. He was so jazzed up. He was so excited about Doomsday's, line and product they had coming out. I mean, dude, that was a dude that was so full of life, So whenever I got the news of this, it just kind of.
Dude, it hits you like if someone throws a brick and hits you in the face or a horse kicks you, like it just, you don't know what to do. You're stunned. Like when I asked you and you told me when I said what happened, it was just, I was stunned, like out of breath. I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah. I'd rather not discuss any details on it, but he just know that he did pass. He's no longer with us.
Family. Yeah. It sucks losing friends and all that, but.
And we got the Bassmaster Classic coming up. I was actually hoping to possibly see him out there.
Where's that going to be this year? North Carolina?
South Carolina, North Carolina. Let me look.
I think it's North Carolina.
Might be North Carolina.
I want to go. That'd be fun.
Shoot, dude, the Bassmaster Classic is fun.
No, I don't know. My boss is a bass fisherman, so he probably would let me. But then knowing I'm a good worker, he probably wouldn't let me leave work. Weekend angler. Yeah, weekend anglers suck sometimes.
Yeah, shit. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to.
I heard that.
One slide out there.
Pop mouth.
Sorry, my bad.
About as bad as Jessica.
That was Jessica, not me.
So you weekend angler, Debos, or you get to fish all the time?
Yeah, man. No, I got a full-time job. Weekend angler life. It stinks, but get
The
up
only
when you can.
The only hard thing is you miss out on a lot of big ones because of moon phases and this and that. And to tell you the truth, I think weekend anglers are better anglers than pro anglers because we literally gotta go out there and wing it every weekend because climate's changing from week to week. It changes. You gotta figure out what they want. And you, as a YouTuber, and you're trying to figure out what they want to make the video that you want them to make, it's a pain in the butt. I go out there with top water, like I'm gonna make a top water video, and it ends up being like a shaky head or something.
Right. Yeah, late nights after work and on the weekends. I mean, you just make it work. You know, make time for it, just like anything else. If you've got a passion for it, you find time to do it.
Yep, I got my fishing rod in a bag in my work van. I just go in between calls.
Yeah, see, that's sweet. I wish I could do that.
Matt's kind of got a cool little setup there. Plus, where he's at, there's always freaking ponds. Dude, when this last year at ICAST, we went pond hopping. Remember? Dude, I was hoping we could get on. We need to do that next time, dude. Like
the thing is, we pond hopped at nighttime. Yeah, the thing was, we pond hopped at nighttime. We don't even know what these ponds look like. All we see is water reflection at night, and we go fishing in a ditch.
We're like,
okay, it's like no fish in there.
The other one.
I wish I could have random ditches to fish in.
Random ditches.
I was awesome because, well, we don't have any of that. So a big bass around here is like 4 or 5 pounds. So,
well, if you ever come and visit me, I have an extra bedroom. So if you ever come visit, I can put you on some.
Same for you guys. We got an extra one down here. So
I'll probably get your PB.
I'll stick you out in the tent with the rattlesnakes at the Gore compound.
I do want to go ice fishing. Every time I think of ice fishing, I think of that movie Grumpier Old Men.
Oh, I haven't seen that in forever.
I know.
See, my old man ruined me for ice fishing because it was like the few times that we went, like 8, and it was just sitting out on a bucket in the freezing cold, and I'm like, how is this fun, Pops? He's like, just stick it down in the hole, it's fun. All right.
Stick it down in the hole, it's fun.
But now they have like huts and heaters. I'm like, what? Never had any of that.
You know, my first time ever fishing, which I can remember, is we had cane poles and we were brim fishing, and it automatically became a competition between me and my sister. We were like, I think we caught 40 apiece that day. It was insane.
That's awesome.
Kevin Acosta, I probably butchered your last name, but he said he caught a bass on the hollow body mullet. I think is that live target? He caught it the other day in the river. I've never caught one on the mullet. I got the mullet little lure, but not the hollow body one.
Sideways.
Yeah, the hollow body one. Yeah, it's like a frog. And to tell you the truth,
those sunfish sit sideways.
Yeah, the sunfish is good. The only thing I ever do good on rivers is snagless sallies. And if I do top water, it's going to be like a buzz bait or something moving. They always come out and hit it. I can't do stuff like popping and pausing.
Did you guys read Tripp's last comment?
What? Here's a great question.
I don't have comments. I'm relying on you guys.
Okay, here's Tripp. Here's a great question. If you could stop world hunger or get a new fishing rod, what length would the rod be? 6'6". For sure. Because the 6'6" is the perfect bank fishing rod, and you could give that to somebody overseas, and they could fish off the bank with no worries, and it would help them stop. Right. You teach a man to fish, he can eat forever.
Here's the question. He asked, if you could end world hunger or get a new fishing rod, what length rod would it be?
Is that an either or?
It's you have to pick one or the other. So we just want to know what's
Oh wow, I I would have to end world hunger. I mean,
What?
that's a rough question. How are you
give
going to
up
do that?
fishing? I told you I would
How
buy a
about here?
rod to help with world hunger.
That's what I was going to say. How about you get the rod to end world hunger by teaching everybody how to fish?
That's what I was saying earlier.
Dude, you got it.
I know, right?
7 foot medium.
I'm over here.
Or yeah,
Are we over
I would get a 10-foot rod so 3 people can hold it at once.
Yeah. And they all have to share the fish they catch. Oh, we got New England bass in the house.
Oh, what? I haven't heard from him in a while. What's up? Oh, we are all KastKing freaks.
Yeah.
I just picked some people to
Here's a
join me.
question. So you both have fished since you were kids, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since I was
do you have
32. Just joking.
What's that?
I said since I was 32. Just joking.
So, okay, here's a question. Do you have anything that triggers you that takes you back to childhood fishing? Like, for example, anytime I hear a red-winged blackbird up here, it always reminds me of fishing with my dad and grandpa.
It's always with smells with me. Like when you get out and you smell that weird wet grass, whatever, the water turning over smell, it reminds me of. And I get these weird smells of like gunpowder sometimes, and it reminds me of hunting, like from car exhaust. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's all about the smells with me, and sometimes it's all about the getting hung in trees too.
I would have to say it's getting hung in trees. I still get hung in trees, dude. I love to fish structures, so.
What's funny is this is bringing back a memory. You want me to tell you this memory? It's so funny.
Go ahead.
I was just learning, I guess how to drive a trolling motor when I was little, and my dad and his buddies on the front of the boat, and they got hung in this big oak tree hanging over the river, and they're reaching over, and they're trying to get this lure, and dummy me, I hit it in reverse, and I leave them. They both were hanging over this tree, and I left them hanging there.
They're swinging.
It was funny. Yeah, it was the funniest thing. Oh, I will never forget that. It was so funny.
That's awesome.
I'd have to.
But what was your? I cut you off, AJ. What was your answer?
No, my story is nowhere near as good as that. Shit, I should have told mine before. Dang, I did it again. Before we're like buddy hanging out, so my filter is not as good right now. But your story's way better. No, I remember. I can't remember how old I was. I was pretty young, but I was out fishing with my dad. We were camping out at Roosevelt Lake in Arizona here, and I wanted to bass fish. I mainly grew up catfishing and stuff and things like that, and I wanted to bass fish like my dad was doing. So he gave me a rod and a reel and tied on a spinnerbait because it's it's foolproof for the most part, and they're productive and they're pretty foolproof about not getting hung up as much. And I remember I sat there for about 45 minutes to an hour. I was getting bored, and then all of a sudden I had a follower. I had this big bass just follow it all the way to the bank. And I can remember I was like reeling, and I didn't know if I should stop, pause, keep going, and he didn't get it. So I threw back out there and reeled it back in again, and he followed it again, but he wouldn't get it. And I swear it was probably about 4 or 5 times that fish came after that bait, but just would never hit it. And I was a little kid and didn't know, do I change my rhythm? Do I do this? That was when I like started asking myself questions like what can I do to entice him? How can I get this fish? And I think it was from that moment on that I was hooked on bass fishing. And so every time I tie on like a spinnerbait, and like you said, you can actually smell the water smell when you get on the lake. I don't know. I just always think back to that time I was sitting there with my dad, and he did that. And I just always think of that. So that's kind of cool. That's from that point on. That's it, man. I wanted to bass.
Us talking about this is bringing back so many memories. The memory of the first time me and Jessica went out fishing, because she never really fished with me, and I don't know how she fished. We went bass fishing up north of us here, and it was spawning season. They were on the beds, and this big giant girl, I think we were there like 2-3 hours trying to catch this fish, and she gave up, and she said she never wants to bass fish again. Look at her now. She's fishing big ones all the time. That was a big.
Dude, it's funny how like little things like that you smell or see or hear, like just bring back old guy, but like you'll just be walking somewhere and smell something. It's like it takes you right back.
Dude,
yeah.
It's weird.
I've had a couple farts like that before.
I knew that was something to that nature.
Brings you back.
To your backside.
Oh my goodness. This
Yeah,
is us
Seth
talking about us
Larson's
just hanging
in
out.
our comments right now. That's on our KBAs. Hey, since there's us 3 KastKing guys, and then we've got a couple KBAs in our comments, we all need to give Seth a little bit of guff because he hasn't put any videos out lately. What you doing, Seth? Come on, man.
He said yes, Daddy.
Yes, Daddy. Seth loves to call me Daddy. That's right. I remember fishing with my second day.
Did I meet him when I was over there?
What's that?
Is he over there near you?
Yeah, he's about an hour and a half away from me. So you know how we came when we came over to Arizona and Phoenix, we went east to Globe where I live. He's farther east, about another hour and a half east.
God, so he's even more in the boonies.
Yeah, kind of. So,
he's
more on the flat.
I loved where you lived, though. I feel like I could go outside and sleep on your porch in a hammock and listen to the noise outside and just fall asleep. But then when you wake up, there's gonna be like a giant tarantula or something on your face.
Very possible. Very possible. That is not even.
Yeah, I seen the snake. Was that in your garage? That snake?
My carport. Yeah, relocated. Quite a few.
I love the quote. I relocated.
Gotta relocate. Well, he got relocated. He got relocated for sure. So right over the other side of the hill. But no, I've got.
That's crazy.
I had last year. I had got 4 bobcats. This year, my biggest problem has been coyotes and rattlesnakes. Been my biggest problems this year.
Because you got rid of all the bobcats, keeping them away.
Oh well, we've got one small one that's been screwing around. I haven't been able to. I've just seen his prints, but I haven't seen him yet.
I used to catch a little pygmy rattlers growing up, and I would throw them in our chicken pen. Watch the chickens go crazy.
My daughter came in the house the other day with a rattlesnake a couple weeks ago, and his little baby one. She's like, "Dad, what kind of snake is this?" I was like, "The one you should be holding." And she's like, "Great." I was like, "What do I do?" I was like, "Keep a hold of him just the way you got him." I was like, "You're holding him the right way, but go throw his ass in the chicken coop, and that'll take care of that." So, so they gobbled out.
You've never done that before? If anyone viewing, you've never done that before. If you catch a little snake, throw it in your chicken pen. It's a fun. That's a YouTube video waiting to happen.
You guys see that YouTube video that was out recently? That little boy with no pants on in the chicken coop.
No.
You haven't seen it?
Oh,
it's so bad, dude. This little boy. I'm talking. He's like me, a toddler, can barely walk pretty decent. And they let him go. He's just got a shirt on. That's it. No diaper, no chonies, nothing, man. And they let this poor little boy into a chicken coop.
What's up, Jesse?
Just do the math. And well, that poor kid. He's lucky. He didn't get it bit off, man. He got it bit. That chicken ran up and bit him. He puts a bucket over his head. Like
that's a scarring experience.
Oh yeah.
Never mind. Anytime they're like, "Hey, you want to go to Chick-fil-A?" He's like, "No Chick-fil-A."
Dude, I'm gonna have to find that video and share it on my timeline.
That kind of reminds me of that movie. If you guys ever remember, The Cowboy Way.
Oh God, it's been years since I've seen it, but I know the movie.
They tied the guy to the thing and let the goat loose.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
You ever seen? Oh, you gotta watch it. Woody Harrelson's in it. Oh,
nope.
That was a good movie. A classic. It's a classic now. God, so long ago. Seth said, "Hi, Jesse."
He throws an eye in there. Female.
So it makes it a female.
Well, the eye in there indicates female. It's okay. I'll teach you.
Gave him an extra eye.
Right.
Jesse is a smart one in the family, so.
He is. That's when we going fishing, dude.
What's funny is we're so entertaining we don't have any questions.
You guys see Seth's picture he posted? What's up?
What did you say, Jessica? There's some back there we missed. Oh, New England Bass had a question.
Who do you think?
What do you think inspired you to be in the industry? Who did you look up to when you first got into the industry? Actually,
Honestly,
what's funny is me and Devin talked about this on the way to my home tonight. Well, go ahead, AJ.
Go ahead. No, you guys first.
No, you go first.
No, you first.
Okay, I'll go
Are we
first.
talking like old school, like growing up, who we looked to in the industry, or just like
What made us? The way I read it was what made us.
Inspired
So
to be
we're
in
all
the
in
industry.
the industry now.
I'm thinking like YouTube as the industry.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's what I was reading it as. And I guess YouTube and fishing because we do both. And I don't know what inspired me to be in the industry is I like playing with videos and playing with editing. I've always done it like video games, car stuff. I've been doing YouTube for a long time. I just cut all the video game and car stuff out and did nothing but fishing because that's what I was gonna do. And the reason why I switched to fishing, like I told Devin, is I had a buddy one day just tell me we need to go fishing, and I was catching these giant bass because I haven't fished in like a couple years. And he's like, "Man, you need to put this stuff on YouTube," and I started making YouTube. That's pretty much how it went for me, and it just took off from there, made its own
yeah,
thing.
my thing was just wanting to teach people the coolest thing about growing up now is if you want to learn anything, you just YouTube it. Like we didn't have that, we learned from our dads and our grandpas, and it's like if I can teach people and try to put my spin on it and help people out. So my buddy's like, dude, you should just film some of your fishing things. Like, it's a fun time. I'm like, all right, I'll try it. So, yeah, just trying to help people.
So,
Sorry, baby's getting fussy. I'm gonna mute myself for a little bit.
a buddy of mine and I, we were sitting there a couple years ago. I used to promote for MMA stuff and different things, and we were sitting there. We were starting to fish, and we were kind of playing around with tournaments and stuff. We're like, man, we should kind of put it out there and just see what it takes to get sponsored. And of course, what's funny is like we had such a different view, at least I did, of what being on pro staff or what being sponsored was. And so I put it out there and started, kind of feeling around and started talking to Wasp and talking to, Eposeidon, because that's what it was at the time. That when I first got with Eposeidon, there really wasn't KastKing. It was Eposeidon. And they were just starting to develop the KastKing name. And, Tom hit me, he gave me a chance, Tom and Tate. And it's been going on 5 years now. It's been 4 years going on 5. And, picked up, come and gone with a couple different other sponsors. But I can definitely learn that what being on a pro staff, it is different. And it definitely, it's funny. It takes me back to whenever I was working with Throwdown Fight Gear and Triumph United and doing shows for like King of the Cage, Reg of the Cage, Strike Force, things like that. It was pretty cool. It was pretty reminiscent to stuff I'd already done. So I kind of just fell into the groove pretty easy. But doing the whole video thing I'd never done before. So that was a learning curve. And boy, I'm not saying that my videos are any good right now, but I tell you what, they've come a long way from when I first started, man. But definitely. I like it. I like it a lot. I wish my dad was around. He died of cancer years ago. But it's pretty neat doing that because I wish that like he could see some of the stuff that I've been a part of, and I'd kill just to be able to fish with him again, let alone see some of the different things that I've been a part of with the Bassmaster Classic, going to ICAST, and helping develop rods and having input. Well, without telling the whole story, Devin and I we've recently had some input on a specific reel with KastKing and in some development things, and fine tuning and some, and that's all part of R&D, research and development, and improving and growing and stuff. So it's just kind of neat if you take yourself out of that and look at it from somebody else's perspective. It's really neat, and it's actually an honor. But after a while, you just look at it, it's like, well, that's part of my job. It's just what I do. But you talk to other people at times, and they ask you questions, how you did it, how you got in on it, and some of the different things you do. And you actually stop and look at it, you go, actually, it's really, really neat to be a part of that, and on the different platforms, from the videos to going to the trade shows to receiving private messages from consumers and followers about products and helping them make selections, you know. And the funny thing is half of them have already kind of got their mind made up, but they just want you to help them push them over the edge. And in reality, it doesn't seem like a big thing, but here's somebody that, let's just say they're in Louisiana or Oregon, you know, and they pretty much know what they want, but they don't know 100%. They're like, well, I either want the assassin, or I want this, or I want that, and what do you think? So you pretty much just tell them what they've probably already read, and then tell them what you use, and they're like, man, awesome, that's so great, thank you so much, and they just instantly want to buy it, you know, and they jump on it, and that's pretty neat because, you know, it's just cool that you create this influence to people enough, you know, and you're just being you, and that's what's cool about it. I would rather be me and do what I'm doing, which that's what I am doing, than half of the people out there that are fake, and there are fake people in the industry, and it's just cool to be real with people all the time, and they appreciate that. So that's what I like the best about this, I guess. So that kind of went off on a tangent from what got me into it.
Well, yeah, that was good because it kind of reminded me of, you know, when I started YouTube and everything. The key is not to get ahead of yourself and beg for sponsors. The key is to do your thing, have fun with it. The sponsors will come, and when that KastKing, like I think AJ and them spotted me, and I already owned a KastKing product. Like they were on their first Baitcaster, I think it was.
You and I were always communicating before you ever got on the team, and that was the coolest thing on there.
I own their first Baitcaster. It was the BX1000. I still have it today. It's called my big. It's called my big gun because I catch all the big ones on it. But and still use it, and they don't even make it anymore. But it's just awesome where KastKings come from and where they've been and being involved in that. Like I feel like I don't do enough for them because I don't know. It's just because they're doing so much.
Well, see, and that's the thing though. Like, oh my God. Do you guys see the
Yeah, I want to kick them, but it's kind of funny, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, I think it's all right.
Serious chat, so.
Yeah, let's let it ride and just see where it goes.
Devin's missing out on the chat funny stuff. He's got to go back and look at the comments.
What's that? I can't read any of the comments. Y'all have to tell me.
So go to my channel after this and look at the comments. I ain't gonna read that one.
Yeah, I'm not reading that one either. So I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole. But yeah.
What was it? A question for me?
No, it's not. I mean, it could be. You might have to answer it later. It's about a horse.
Oh, great.
But now, like with KastKing,
look
like,
at chat.
Here's my advice for people that anybody that watches this and is watching it live or they watch it later. You get 100 people that want to get sponsored, and you get these people that I'm trying to think of a polite way to say it because in the industry we call them different things, but here's a sponsor hoarders is about that. It sounds like sponsor hoarders, but it's a different term. They just want to have all these, and you know what? We kind of probably are all that way at first. You like to have this resume of all these brands that you represent or that got your back or yada yada. Just makes you look cool and feel cool and whatever. But from a different standpoint, I can say that there were times where I don't want to say that I bit off more than I could chew, but it was more than I bargained for at a time or two where I had all these obligations. And you think, okay, I got time for that. Okay, I can do that. Okay, I can do this. Okay, I got that. You know, cool. And then all of a sudden you start looking at, oh, wow, well, I got to work. And then, well, then here's the weather's not that good. And then I've got the family. And then I've got the kids. And then I've got these other friends. And then I've got other relatives. And so you start seeing all these obligations that you take for granted and get complacent on and push off. And it kind of compiles. And before you know it, you're overwhelmed, you're overworked, and you're not meeting the expectations that you hoped to achieve, and you're actually disappointing yourself. And sometimes that can make you wonder, am I disappointing anybody else? And it's never a good feeling to have. So my advice is don't bite off more than you can chew. Take a look at who you should prioritize and what's going to work best for you, and you can work best for them. Because it's just, you know, just like that whole thing with John F. Kennedy. Don't ask what you can do, you know, what the country can do for you, but what you can do for the country. Same thing with sponsorships. They want you to do things for them, you know, and they're going to reward you for that. But so if you get these people out here that think, well, I'm sponsored, so they need to just hook me up. They just need to give me free stuff, and they need to pay me for just being me. Well, if that's the case, good luck. Let's see how long you last in the industry. But it is a job. So just know if you want to succeed at your job, don't bite off more than you can chew, because it will come back to haunt you. And I've gotten to a place now to where I kind of can settle in. And I'm busy at my day job like crazy. So to be able to kind of settle in and not cruise, because you should always try to do better and achieve higher, but also you don't want to set yourself up to fail either. So you got to find that fine line. And Matt and I have both, like, side by side been with each other and discussed this thing and had things where we've been like, oh my God, there's this and there's that. Now. Yeah, we definitely
if you ever look into it and notice, me and AJ pretty much has the same sponsors. Yeah. And to tell you the truth, when you get a sponsor too, it's not just about that product. It's about almost like a family. Mm-hmm. To me, it's like taking in the team members, hanging out, being best friends. It's helping each other out as much as you can.
It's a relationship for sure.
But dude, I don't know what it is. I've never had trolls, I gotta tell you, on my YouTube ever. And this guy is the funniest thing, and he's talking about Devin, so Devin's gonna have to look at the comments afterwards.
What did I do?
He says the dude in the black shirt looked like Shaggy on meth.
I had to go through my comments and find it. I didn't even see it.
Oh, it's too funny. I've never had trolls. This is the funniest. I'm just like, I kind of want to. Yeah, AJ's got a black shirt on too, so it could be AJ with a black shirt.
I can't probably
where I haven't seen
make fun of for the long hair.
Said Shaggy, and I'm pretty sure Shaggy had a shiny bald head.
Hey. Okay, you know, when you go in to look at the comments later, you're looking for a guy by the name of Daddy It Hurts.
Yeah,
that's his screen name. So
I think Devin should make some YouTube channels and start putting in some Shaggy words like just some random Shaggy stuff.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. That was pretty good.
You should start putting that in your videos. Oh, this is way too funny.
Hey, I've been called worse. I've been ran up and down the coals. I'm okay with
it. I always take it as compliments when they get on there and they take their time out of their life to comment something stupid.
I can tell you right now, I've had some good trolls, some good comments.
Yeah, I'm sure you have, and some of your videos are woo. Well, I haven't.
Yeah,
really.
That's right. And people are gonna hate. Like, that's fine. I got a big nose. I got big ears. I got a shiny forehead. Reflect not fit.
Hey,
that's all right.
I'm a ginger. I steal souls, so I know what you feel like.
Yeah, you steal them because you don't have one.
I actually got to jump off though, guys.
You got to jump off.
It was fun.
I got to get going, but it's been fun.
Take it easy, man.
Thank you all. Take care.
Thanks for hanging with us.
So, to answer your question earlier about the Classic, it's in South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Lake Hartwell in South Carolina.
Yeah. Now, that kind of reminded me, I said I don't have any trolls, but I really think I did have one. But I don't know if it would consider it a troll. He started talking about how my fish were on the ground and dirt and losing their slime coat.
I remember that.
I had to give them a lesson in fish and slime coat and how they regenerate slime coat. And they really only collect bacteria when they lose their slime coat if there's bacteria, if your ponds and lakes are infamous for bacteria buildup. And a lot of my golf courses, there's like no bacteria in those things because there's so many chemicals they put in there. There's fish that live through anything. But yeah, I remember. That's the only thing I've ever had. And I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Traveling fisherman's you got a big, you're going to have to trim that beard so it looks more like mine because I can't get it bigger.
Who, me or?
No, traveling fisherman. He said he's got a big beard. If we're gonna do the lookalike segment, I'm gonna have him start the video out like me.
Oh yeah, dude, his beard is gangster.
I'm Matt Rhodes. How you doing? You'll do the best.
Hey, Matt, so New England Bass said, Matt, I see you're playing World War II on Xbox like crazy. So
who plays World War doing Xbox anymore.
Don't be a hater. My son's talking smack already, dude. He's like,
It's a brand. It's a new game. It's not even like a old game.
He's talking about the Xbox. Who even plays on an Xbox?
Yeah.
But
I seen that earlier. I asked him.
I'm gonna probably be getting it for him for
You should have
holiday.
done it for Black Friday.
Well, he's got his birthday coming up and Christmas, so it's on the list. What do you think? You like it?
I do like it. They're having server issues when you're in a party and you're playing with other people. But if you play by yourself, it runs perfectly smooth for some reason.
Jesse,
That's the only issue.
do you have Fortnite, or is that one you want? You already have Fortnite? That's the one you play all the time, huh? Yeah. Bryce Talent says, Matt, you play Fortnite?
I've never played Fortnite. I don't even know what that really is, but I mean,
Is Fortnite free yet?
Yeah.
It's free?
Not
Not on the Xbox platform?
actually, no.
if it's EA, it's free for me because I got the EA membership.
Oh, in 2018, it's supposed to be free for everybody, is what my son's saying. And I actually read something about that, too, on their site. So,
Yeah, well, I have the EA membership, so I get discounts and stuff and free. So, if it's EA, I don't know. I've never played it. But I like how we were jumping around. I told you this is just a hangout situation. I wouldn't really care about unless they asked about fishing questions.
So here's an idea. I'll run it past you guys. So I've got to do my Lucky Tackle Box unboxing. I haven't done it yet. I've been like avoiding everybody else's Lucky Tackle Box videos because you know me, I like to look at them. I like to experience them.
There's a jerk bait in it.
So you bastard. Anyway, but anyhow, so I was gonna do the Wheel of Death for my next live unboxing, but instead, I've actually got a breathalyzer test that I have to use. Yes, that what's funny is my employer wants me to take it home and use it and make sure and see how accurate it is and run it through the tests. So, right? I get these jobs.
How do you know how accurate it is if you're drunk?
So, well, I don't know, but I'm going to look and I don't know. I get to play with it, basically. He wants to make sure that it works and to see some differences in measurements and stuff. So I was thinking about on my next live unboxing to, of course, you know how it's always drunk tackle box. So started off, and as I go through, like, every other lure do a shot or every lure do a shot because I have 2 boxes to unbox. So I don't want to do a shot for every. Seth wants to be there. Let me know, Seth. I might do it this weekend, dude. So, but I need to do it this weekend because we're already coming up on the 1st. But anyhow, so I want to. What do you think? Should I do? If I do the Wheel of Death, I've got to get like a bunch of people with me because it's the Wheel of Death is only fun if you have a group, right?
You should do it by yourself, the Wheel of Death, and have like lonely person music in the background.
Every time you land on something, yeah, okay, dokies.
You know what I really enjoyed when you did the Wheel of Death and you did the drinking videos and the drunk on tackle ball? When you guys were at that bar with your friend, that was the best. I really enjoyed those videos because people walk by and other people do stuff and like kind of like distracts you for a second and it's like, hey, this is kind of entertaining, you know? It's like,
yeah. It was funny too because you're sitting there trying to film this video in a bar and talking about tackle while you're drinking, and people are stopping and they're standing in front of the table like, "What are you doing?"
yeah.
They're holding their glass like.
It's like Desperate Housewives or something, or whatever you call that, Housewives of Atlanta or something. It's all reality.
When is the next Drunk Lucky Tackle Box review? It's got to be this weekend. What's Rick getting into?
Ours was the best.
Ours was good, dude. Good fun.
Fell out the tree, and then if you guys haven't seen that, go watch it on AJ's channel. That Junkie Lucky Tackle Box was the best. Only because I got to do it. That's why it's the best. What's Rick getting into? Rick who? Who's Rick? Do we just Rick roll?
Rick roll. Ricky's this really tall behemoth dude that we hang out with here in Arizona. He's cool. He's actually been frequenting. He's the one that also does my FaceTimes and the weird crazy photos and stuff like we do.
Yeah. You know what's
Yeah.
the funniest thing? Oh, the one that you've been saying you've been FaceTiming, and he's like, "Oh, that guy."
Yeah.
The
That guy.
the thing I was thinking about, the funniest thing about drunk unlucky tackle box unboxings is when you do get a buddy that with you that has known nothing about fishing. So they're like
Well, see,
already
that's the
drunk, and then they pull a lure out and like, I don't know what this is.
dude. Okay, so my wife and her friend. My wife does not care about fishing. She just doesn't. She doesn't care. My wife and her friend. No, Rick, your boss with the breathalyzer. Oh, okay, I got you. I'll tell you about it later, Seth. So, but anyhow, my wife does not care at all about fishing. Well, one night, her and her friend were hanging out, and I was getting ready to do some drunk unboxings. And
You there, AJ? We lost them. We were having technical difficulties. He'll be back soon, probably. We need to text him. It's like right in the middle of his story, and you don't hear it. There he is. He's back.
okay.
All right, you cut yourself off.
Oh, I cut myself off. Where was I? Where was the last part that you guys heard?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Let's rewind
My
it.
wife, they were doing. They wanted to do the drunk unboxing, and dude, that was a train wreck. I mean, there was some funny parts of it, but then at the same time, it was just like, oh no. So, but I mean, so there's that part that's funny whenever you get people who don't know anything about fishing or have no idea what it's for. It's pretty good, but then at the same time, it's almost uncomfortable.
You know what we
Yeah.
need? We need to get a cameraman, and then like you and a buddy, you on a boat. You know, you're not supposed to be drinking and driving, so you got to put a disclaimer in the front of it. But be like, we're gonna do a drunk lucky tackle box, but there's gonna be something special. We're gonna fish with the lure today. So you tie it on drunk and you throw it out there, and you're reeling it, and you think you got a big fish, but it's your friend. It's just like in its mouth.
On him.
It'd be so funny, like your friend's in the water with it, like oh, that'd be the best. Or your friend's down there putting fish on it. Oh,
Cutting your
that'd be
line
good.
every time you swing back. He's got scissors.
You know, someone got ticketed and arrested because people over by me were fishing off a bridge, and the lady down there was cutting all their hooks and stuff, cutting their line, and she got arrested.
I was gonna say, tell me she got in trouble.
She did. She's the one that got in trouble, not the people fishing for the
She
bridge.
messed with those guys, and that's destruction of property, I guess you could say, things like that. But then she's leaving like all these, like, if they're not the fish ain't catching them, then there you got all these hooks and stuff laying in for people to step on them and whatnot, tangled with. And I tell you what, I hate it when people throw their fishing line over the side and things like that. It gets wrapped up in your trolling motors or your out drive or your outboard.
Jessica pointed me to comments. I don't see anything, Jessica. Man, I am super excited going to go. Gary, oh my goodness, you're going to Gary Yamamoto's ranch on Saturday after Lake Fork.
Yeah, how is he getting?
Are you going with lockers or something? Dude, that's gonna be awesome. That that he fills those lakes or those ponds with fat, big jokers.
Premium Betties.
Mm-hmm. You know, Bentonville Plantation down here in Florida. I think Bill Dance has put his name behind that one. I think he helped open that one and stuff. That's invite only. My boss is going there next week to fish it.
Dude, I just sorry to get off the subject, but I just kind of scrolling through Facebook all of a sudden real quick and clicked over there to see what kind of activities going on. Did you see Rick Patry? He's he left from LA today to Cuba.
No, must be nice.
That guy, craziest places, man. That dude lives it up, dude. He's living it up.
The only time I get up with social media and get back to the world is when I get home at night.
Yeah, I just barely got home, so I'm trying to see what's going on in the world.
I haven't even read all that. Man, it is 8:30. I know you got to eat, so I might just let you get off and we can call this a But it was fun. We got to do this again.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna have
should
to
do a
make
little
this like a
more.
thing. Just hang out, have fun. Anybody you guys want to do that? Send me an email or something. We'll get together and we'll do a hangout, a live stream. I'm down. So
Yeet.
this was a good filler video because I didn't have one. As you guys know, I didn't have a Wednesday video. So this is my Wednesday video.
So before I jump off here, I'm gonna do a quick plug. I know we don't have very many people watching, but here in about the next 30 minutes, I'm gonna go live for KastKing and pick the winner from the Cyber Monday deals. I'm giving away a Mela 2 fishing reel from KastKing spinning reel. So if you haven't jumped on that video, go to KastKing's Facebook page, find the live feed for Cyber Monday. Get in there, watch the video, listen to how to enter, make sure you do your comments, yada, 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 because you still have like 30 minutes to get entered into the win. And nobody from the KastKing, anybody that's on our pro staff or any kind of a situation like that is not going to win. This is only for consumers and customers. So sorry, Matt Rhodes, you're not going to steal my wins again. Same thing with Lance Tyree. Another guy won. I'm like, no, you can't do it. So if I do happen to pick, because I have a random generator that picks in that, and it happens to be somebody on the pro staff, I'm going to pick again. So if you haven't already jumped on there and entered, now's a chance. You got 30 minutes. So plus Cyber Monday deals are going throughout December, the beginning of December. So you still have time to jump on Amazon and get some good deals from KastKing.
There are some good deals. Show them, yeah, follow the KastKing Instagram, the KastKing Facebook. They're always posting out deals right now because there's some good deals going on.
Dude, LTB was dropping some deals.
Yeah. Actually, I shared one of their deals. They had a Black Friday deal, which was really cool.
They had some gnarly
Cyber
Monday deals.
Yeah. So check them out, guys, and we'll see you guys next time on a live chat. Be sure to like and subscribe, and go down there to their links in their description down there and like and subscribe to them, guys. Check them out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, AJ. Thanks, Devin. Y'all have a good night. Oh!